Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for the week of February 26th. This week, you have this card that says, expect a powerful change. And you also have this card that says, believe in the impossible. I definitely feel that Capricorn needs to believe that something that seems impossible, that you can accomplish it, whatever it is. I mean, literally, it is time for Capricorn to rise, as far as I'm concerned. I feel it is time for you to do something, to live the life you truly want to live, or to step into that type of energy. And that's really what's going on here. But you have the Three of Swords, Six of Swords, and the Empress. You could be, this is your past position, this first row, and you could be going through a healing period. It doesn't have to be a heartbreak. It could be, anything that you're healing from. It could also be forgiving past situations. Like sometimes we need to forgive people who have, who we feel like have gotten in our way or who have done us dirty or whatever the case may be. And that's kind of like the feeling that I get here in this first row. I also feel that you need to forgive so that you can let go of that toxic energy, so that, again, you can believe in the impossible, so that you can accomplish something that you think is a little bit harder to accomplish or maybe a little bit out of reach. And, I would definitely tap into that energy. But again, you have the Three of Swords, Six of Swords, and the Empress. The Empress is a lot of abundance coming in for you as well. So if you've been hard at work, what you probably have, if you've been working on any new projects or any new businesses or anything creative, then I would say that that's where the abundance is going to come from. It's a pretty good love reading as well. So if you want love, there definitely could be a new person who's attracted to you. You have the King of Cups, the King of Swords, the Hierophant, the Lovers. Definitely could be a strong connection coming in for those of you that are looking for a connection. Doesn't matter what gender you are either. I always tell people to get out in public with the Empress. You have to get attention with the Empress to get attention. You have to put yourself out somewhere so that people can see you in the first place. You have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is moving on to calmer shores. So I feel that there are big improvements coming in for you with the Six of Swords, or at least you are heading towards bigger improvements, bigger and better things. Six of Swords is about completely releasing the past and moving on to calmer shores. The woman and the child in this boat, they only have the clothing on their back and nothing else. They're not bringing anything with them. They are moving on to calmer shores for the hopes of a brighter future. And I feel that for a lot of you, that there are a lot of things that you could be releasing. Again, it makes sense with Pluto having left Capricorn. It's going to go back into Capricorn once more. I always talk about this with you because it is significant. It is a major change that is happening in your life. People are always like, why do you keep talking about this with Capricorn? I'm like, you will be dead the next time this happens. You will never experience anything this significant in your life again. You will be dead. So that is why I talk about it. And, it's a big change that's coming in for you. Having dealt with Pluto and Capricorn and now having it leave, there are definitely things that you have to release from the past so that you can grow, so that you can transform, or so that you can experience your Pluto rebirth, right? Again, most people don't ever experience Pluto in their lifetime when you think about it. So, like I said, it's a pretty significant change. And it's more significant for you because I always say that Pluto, when it's in Capricorn, is as close to Earth as it possibly can be. So, Pluto has a highly elliptical orbit. It's leaving Earth now. Pretty significant change. With the Three of Swords, here you go. Do I need to say it? I mean, some of you could have dealt with lying, cheating, stealing. Again, I talked about this last week, how people keep saying, oh, you must have been cheating on, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, hello, right here. The story keeps coming up, keeps repeating itself. So I don't know if people want me to make stuff up or just pull stuff out of my ass or what, but there you go. There's the card right there. So, clearly some of you are dealing with that. With the Six of Swords, you have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is about putting up boundaries. This could say that you need to put up boundaries against a past person. So, I would definitely be careful of anyone coming back from the past. The Nine of Wands, though, says you kind of haven't given up on love, which is great. So, again, some of you could have dealt with something difficult in love, like most people have in life, and now you could be opening up to something new is really what this says to me. You could finally be, releasing something from the past, or you could be completely opening up to something new in the near future. With the Empress, you have the Nine of Cups. Yeah, Nine of Cups is a really good energy. I think we should all practice this right now. Nine of Cups is about bathing in the energy of what you want. He is meant to look chubby because he's about to have a feast, and the fact that he's chubby says that he has had a feast before. That's the whole point of the Nine of Cups, really. It is a card of wish fulfillment, but really it's about having a feast, and he is sitting there waiting for his feast, but because he's had a feast before, he can have one again. He knows what the energy feels like. And so for a lot of you, this is about bathing in the energy of what you want. I always tell people, like, the easiest way to do this is to match habits. If you want to be rich and successful, then match habits of rich and successful people. If you want love, then you have to match the habits of love. What do most people do when they don't have love? They complain about not having love. They stay home all day. They sit on the couch, right? And just expect things to change. It's like, no, you have to take yourself out on dates. You have to go do the things that you would do if you were in a relationship, and then you will attract the relationship. So Nine of Cups says you have to match the energy. Next, you have this cheetah and this spider. The cheetah is about things speeding up, obviously. The spider is about a process. The spider is all about creating a web. So obviously, if you want to catch flies, you have to build a web first, and then you will catch flies, right? But you can't catch flies as a spider and then build your web. It doesn't work that way. So the spider is all about like having a process for you to capture abundance or for you to capture whatever it is. And again, I kind of do have this little bit of a cart before the horse type of energy going on here for you, Capricorn, where it's saying that you have to do things in the correct order. You can't, you can't just sit around all day and expect love to magically show up, right? So that's the type of energy that I get here. But the second you set up a process to catch flies, I feel like you will be successful very, very quickly. So this goes for business as well. It's like maybe you are thinking about marketing yourself or, going in, knocking on doors or whatever you're thinking about doing. And I feel this is saying the second you do it, you're probably going to get results faster than you think. But the problem is doing it. So I feel like there's some sort of process. And here's the other thing as well. You have the High Priestess, and the High Priestess really represents unlimited potential. She has no roof over her head here, and it kind of represents the fact that there are no limits to what she can accomplish. She can accomplish whatever she wants, but she has to dig into the mystery, right? The card itself can represent secrets, but they're not really secrets. They're just, can just represent needing to do research or needing to look into something. And she also has to embrace the mystery. She has to see what is behind the curtain right here. So instead of thinking about it, she needs to take action and actually find out what is going to happen if she takes action. And that's what I feel for you. It's time for you to do that. The other thing is, you have the High Priestess to the Hierophant, and these two are divine counterparts. I actually feel like they're better divine counterparts than the Emperor and the Empress because they're two people who are spiritually connected, so you could be attracting a spiritual connection here. You have the King of Cups, and your emotions are clearly going to affect your reality at this time, so I would make sure that you're keeping your emotions in check, that you're being more positive. I would just try to be 51% more positive than negative, and I think that's enough. With the King of Cups, I feel like just leaning a little bit more into the positive side of things could change your life or will lead to more success. So the King of Cups has very deep emotions. I'm not really getting much on the King of Cups. I'm just getting that you need to watch your emotions. You have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is my card of being willing to be open to exploring. So if you are thinking about anything new in your life, I would just be open to explore. The Knight of Wands is also my card of the builder. To me, he is the true builder in the tarot. He sets off on a journey or a goal, and he builds something. You are building a web in your life so that you can catch a lot of flies, whatever that means for you. If that could be love, that could be business, that could be whatever. But I feel that the Knight of Wands is talking about you building something here. With the High Priestess, you have the Eight of Wands. Again, Eight of Wands is quick success, so there could be a quick success coming in for you. I would also watch your words as well. The High Priestess is also very intuitive, and she needs to trust the messages that she's getting. But I am getting something about watching your words or needing to make sure that you're using more positive words on yourself or kind of like words of manifestation. With the King of Cups, you have the World. That kind of changes things. I read tarot like a crazy person, obviously, and the King of Cups to me is a clue card. There are some cards in the tarot that are a clue for me as a reader to something else going on, and that's just how I always have read tarot. And the King of Cups to me is a card of the home. He represents the feelings of home, like safety, security, comfort, protection. So whenever I have the King of Cups with like the World card, to me, that could represent a move or travel, or it could say that you're dealing with distances or, long distance business or something like that. So for some of you, there's something going on with your home, or you could be thinking about moving your home. So it definitely popping into my head. The World is also your card, puts you in a position of power and strength. With the Knight of Wands, you have the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is about curiosity. There is definitely something here about you needing to look behind the curtain. Like I said, with that High Priestess. The Page of Swords, I always say that you need to embrace your curiosity, or you need to look deeper into things that you are curious about. And so if you just become interested in a mystery, I would look into it, because you never know what you might find. It might just, blow your mind. Next, in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this trust card and this retreat card. Some of you could be going on a surprise vacation, or maybe not a vacation, but maybe like a retreat, or maybe it's a staycation or something. But I do have that popping into my head where it's almost like you're getting a little bit of a break, or you're taking a little bit of a break. Something like that is popping into my head here. I also feel that you could be attracting a very trustworthy person. So you have the King of Swords here. I do feel like you could be, kind of like meeting a person that is extremely honest, very open and honest, almost to a fault, right? So you could, maybe this person is kind of like painfully honest. Maybe they say whatever's on their mind, but I do feel like you could be attracting that type of person. I feel like you kind of admire it, is what I'm getting here as well. So that's interesting. Sometimes I look at this like lava. You see this orange, reddish stuff flowing off of him here. It is popping into my head that you could be warming a person up, it's kind of weird. I never read him that way, although sometimes I do. That it almost looks like there's lava running off the side of him. And so you could be thawing a person out, is what I'm getting here. You could be meeting a person who maybe has been withdrawn, or who has been in a cold period of life or whatever, and now they're kind of thawing out. It is popping into my head. So I do feel that for some of you with the King of Swords. I also feel that you could be creating a lot of success in your life at this time. The King of Swords is the card of knowledge and wisdom, but I feel that this could be you. The lava imagery is you expressing knowledge or wisdom into the world. Maybe you've been learning something and you're finally putting it into practice. We also see this here with the Hierophant. The Hierophant is the bridge between the heavens and the earth, but he's also the true teacher in the tarot, and he really represents three things. He has these three stages on his crown here, and that represents initiation, apprenticeship, and mastery. So for a lot of you, you could be mastering something, or you could be manifesting something really, really great into your life. And, it's like you've been going through these stages, and you're finally at that final stage of mastery, which, again, Pluto in Capricorn for the past 20 years has definitely been probably your greatest teacher. Though there's one exception, which is in 2016, starting 2016, somewhere around there, you had Saturn in your sign. Saturn is your ruler, and so Saturn in Capricorn is very powerful. Saturn in Capricorn probably taught you how to learn in the first place. So Saturn in Capricorn has a lot to do with self-education, and that's not the only thing. We're talking about Chris's crappy astrology here, not accurate astrology, obviously, but what I would say is, I feel that was probably really your greatest teacher, but that's only a 3-year period of time. So your greatest teacher has probably been Capricorn, has been Pluto in Capricorn, which hasn't been easy. It's going to retrograde back into Capricorn one more time, like I said, but not even that big of a deal. It's only going to 29 degrees, and 29 degrees really kind of says that you have mastered something, and so I wouldn't even worry about it. You've probably mastered Pluto and Capricorn, and now you're used to the energy. You have the Lovers. Definitely could be love coming in for you here. Again, I feel like this person's a little bit of a mystery, so you could be attracting a mysterious person, someone who's a little bit withdrawn. You have the Moon here. The Moon is, kind of secretive and all that other stuff, but it's coming up in the area of the good stuff. So I feel like you could just be attracting a person who's a little bit withdrawn. Now, with the King of Swords, you have the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is everything you want and desire in your life. So you could definitely be attracting a really solid person here if you are looking for love. This is a person who really wants success, a person who really wants to build something great. So I definitely see that for you here. With the Hierophant, you have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles says teamwork makes the dream work. It's all about working together. But Three of Pentacles is also about quality work. So if you're working or building on anything new in your life, I would focus on the quality of the work that you're doing, and that will, of course, pay off big time. Three of Pentacles also says that you could finally be getting recognized for your work, which I definitely 110% feel for Capricorn. I feel for a long time, Capricorn has been working behind the scenes, or maybe you do work and other people get credit for it, or, maybe you do a bunch of work and your boss takes credit for it, for your work, right? And I feel that you're finally kind of getting the recognition that you deserve, especially it's going to start this year, but I think as we move into Pluto and Aquarius, that you're going to really start to notice that you're getting the rewards that you deserve. With the lovers, you have the Hermit. Could be a Virgo coming in for you. Would not surprise me. You always get Virgo, I'm pretty sure, with me, or a lot at least. So it wouldn't surprise me if you're attracting a Virgo. I also feel like he's shining his inner light there. So for a lot of you, it's time for you to shine, I feel, here, Capricorn. I feel it's time for you to show the world like what you're made of, basically. Finally, in the area of the good stuff, you have this motivator card. It says, motivate yourself to better your finances. They need rescuing. Balance being kind to yourself and being your own boot camp leader. You have this entertainer card. It says your charm and influence will help you get ahead. So definitely very good. I feel you are improving your finances. Again, this is the good stuff. So it doesn't matter what shows up here. It's going to be good no matter what. But I feel that you have the Eight of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Moon card here. The Eight of Cups is about walking away from things that no longer serve you and walking towards success. So I really do feel you are kind of walking towards success here with the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups, he might be walking towards the Nine of Cups, which is total fulfillment. He just knows that those 8 cups are no longer serving him. He just knows that those 8 cups are not right for him and that there's probably something better out there. He's believing in the impossible. You clearly need to believe that you can accomplish something that seems impossible, right? We're not talking about something that's actually impossible, but just something that's bigger than you. You have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is a card of conviction. It says when you know that something is for you, then you will be successful. So I always say the Seven of Wands, we really, really have to believe on a deep level that we can accomplish something or that we can have something that we want. So the deeper you believe that you will be successful at something, the more likely it is that you will be successful. You have the Moon. The Moon is a card of kind of like secrets or walking through darkness, needing to, it says you're kind of like on this journey. And there are these mountains in the background here, and the mountains represent achievements. So I feel for a lot of you that you could be achieving great things with the Moon card. And, again, I feel this has been a very long journey for you where I feel that the Moon kind of says that there have been a lot of moments where you have not been sure if you're going in the right direction or not. The other problem with the Moon is what I'm kind of getting intuitively for you, Capricorn, is that I feel that you have almost been forced to shed your emotional armor. We all have emotional armor. It's how we operate. And it's almost like you've been stripped down over the many years, these years of Pluto and Capricorn. And I don't know if you saw that fly out of the deck there, but it was the Four Cups. So I feel like you've had a lot of disappointments. I feel that you've had a lot of moments where you've tried to manifest something and it just doesn't come through. I feel like you've had a lot of feeling like the universe isn't on your side. And I feel that's what's about to change with these cards. With the Eight of Cups, you have the Five of Swords. Five of Swords says it's time to take a risk in the area of the good stuff. Again, this is the area of the good stuff. So this pretty much says that you have to take a risk to have something great or to do something great in your life. With the Seven of Wands, you have the Page of Cups. I would open up to love. I feel love has been a challenge for you for 20 friggin' years, probably. So, it hasn't been easy. But I feel the Page of Cups is saying that there is someone very dreamy that's about to come in for you. And Page of Cups is an admirer, but it's someone who's very dreamy, very attractive, probably. He has that fish in that cup, which could represent like an opportunity. I always say with the Page of Cups that it could be any sign, doesn't have to be a water sign, but the fish is something that might not exist. We don't actually know if that fish exists, or is it part of his imagination? Is it something that he is dreaming of? Like I said, we don't know. So I feel for a lot of you, I always say if you get an opportunity, take it with the Page of Cups because you want to sink your hooks into that fish. With the Moon, you have the Death card. Death is a transformation, of course, and we are in a time of great change. So I feel that you are just going through. You can't make this up. I feel that you are going through a time of great change. You have this card. It says "fly" on it. You need to catch flies. It says a period of ill health or depression. I actually feel like I don't think you're in a period of ill health or depression or anything like that. I feel this is saying you need to catch those flies and you need to set your web up for sure. I feel like maybe you've been in a period of ill health or depression, but I actually feel things are going very well for you. You have this cup. It says you should accept valid criticism. I feel like you will. I don't think this is a problem either. I feel like you will accept valid criticism. You have this grapes card. It says time to go out and have fun. Definitely. I definitely 1000% believe that Capricorn needs to have more fun. I think that if you're, especially now, if all you're doing is working or, not having fun, not doing your hobbies, not doing things you enjoy, I feel you're going to have a really hard time. You're going to feel very dull. So I would make sure you're having fun. You have this skull. It says hidden secrets can harm you. I would be careful of a person who has secrets. Like if you have a past person who was secretive or who had secrets, Seven of Swords, Three of Swords, I would be careful of that person. I know yes, I get it that I've been saying it for weeks. Obviously, if the message isn't for you, it's not for you. Listen to the rest of it. You have this dragon card. It says beware of self-delusion. So again, I would beware of self-delusion, but also we're in a dragon year, by the way. So I kind of feel this is saying it's time for you to be bold, be assertive, really go for what you want. You have this woman card. I want to see what this was. It says dealings with relationships with a woman. You have this lion card. It says time to act. So clearly it's time for you to act on your goals, wishes, dreams, and for you to be bold and assertive and believe in the impossible. So there you go. Looks amazing to me here, Capricorn, as always. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.